Hey, Bob, you're watching Dolly Vision.
The evidence seems to indicate that you're watching Dolly Vision.
Breaking news, breaking news. You may have already heard this, but Rob Reiner and his wife found tragically stabbed to death in their home. And we're going to tell you what we know right here. We got the scoop already. The rumors are swirling of who may have killed this lovely couple. And, you know, Dolly always says it. The people that are most likely to kill you are usually the people that are closest to you. All right. We've been saying that for weeks, especially in these missing kid cases. It's the people you trust and you know they're usually the ones that take your life. Okay. But first, before we get into everything, I'm going to need you guys to leave your DNA all over that like button, just in case somebody stabs you and Dolly has to track down the killer. I'm going to need your DNA on file. If you're brand new out there and you haven't yet, sub up to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, and of course, feel free to share me on any social media platform you choose. Now, let me give my warning. Dolly Vision's for entertainment purposes only. We talk news, rumors, gossip, speculation, theories, mixed with a little bit of comedy and a whole lot of chaos. Okay, the callers' opinions tonight are theirs and theirs alone, not to reflect on the Dolly. Everyone is innocent till proven guilty, even the man we're going to mention tonight that already people are saying he's the killer. And the biggest one of them all, do not try to be Dolly at home. Okay, so I got some notes here. I want to go over with you guys to break down what we know so far. On Sunday afternoon, December 14th, 2025, firefighters and first responders were called to the Brentwood neighborhood of Los Angeles. Medical aid call around 3:30 p.m. local time. Inside the home, authorities found the bodies of two people, a 78-year-old man, which we know the identification of now, and a 68-year-old woman, which was Rob's wife. Law enforcement and multiple news sources have since confirmed the victims were director, actor Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle Singer Reiner, age 68. Cause of death investigation. Early reports say both suffered stab wounds, and authorities are treating the incident as an apparent homicide. Okay. Well, it's pretty hard to stab two people and there not be a killer. Okay. So there is right now a killer on the loose. Okay. A killer on the loose. The Los Angeles Police Department Robbery Homicide Division is leading the investigation. So it appears that this could be a robbery where somebody broke in the house and has killed these two people. Family involved. Sources close to the investigation and family members tell some outlets that the couple adult daughter found the bodies inside the home. Okay, so their adult daughter found the bodies. Now there is a son. Now this is, hate to say it, a lot of people are blaming the son. They're saying he's the lead suspect in the death of Rob and his wife. There are reports from multiple news outlets, including people, that their son, Nick, is being questioned by police in connection with the incident, though authorities have not officially confirmed charges or arrest yet. So as we speak, they are questioning the son. As of now, no suspects have been publicly identified by the authorities and no arrests have been announced. Police have said the investigation is ongoing. All right. Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass, which this lady is an idiot. Oh my God. Can somebody get rid of this lady? Remember the fires that went down in California? This lady is absolutely an idiot. Describes the death as a devastating loss and acknowledges his contributions to the culture and society. Okay. The LAFD and LAPD confirmed that this is an active investigation. Rob Reiner was famed as an actor in the 1970 sitcom All in the Family and later became accomplished filmmaker. His directing credits include the classics This Is Spinal Tap, Stand By Me, When Harry Met Sally, The Princess Bride, and A Few Good Men. I didn't know he made This Is Spinal Tap. Okay, you learn something new every day. Anybody seen This Is Spinal Tap? Michelle Reiner was a producer and a photographer who worked closely with Rob over the years. Authorities are still gathering evidence and conducting interviews. The LAPD has said there are no suspects currently in custody and the investigation remains active. Okay, so that's the latest news that we have on this case. Also, the Los Angeles police gave a press conference. We're going to go over that. Spinal Tap was one of your favorites. Okay. I'm not familiar with all his, probably what Lean on Me, not Lean on Me, but Stand By Me, where the kids go and find the body. I'm real familiar with that movie. Sick Balls, Chopper. Y'all remember that? Wow. Here's the thing is like you live in these big mansions and you're worth millions and millions of dollars, but you don't have any security. And, you do have a security system. And by the time the police get there, it's too late. Now, I don't know how many of y'all are familiar with the Hollywood Hills, but, I was just recently in California and I rented that Lambo and was able to drive all up through the Hollywood Hills. And you would think these rich people would live in some gated community that you can't get to their house. Oh, hell no. You can walk right up to their front doors. I mean, go right up to Justin Bieber's house. I mean, you can get right to their house. They may have a gate, but if you really want to get past that gate, how hard is it to get past a gate? The daughter that lives across the street said that it was the brother Nick who killed them and called on the phone. Okay, right now we're going to say allegedly to that, right? We're going to say allegedly because you rented a Lambo. Yeah, I rented a Lambo and I drove it through the Hollywood Hills. I was in Hollywood and I was driving, the intro of the video, you see me in the Lambo. That's in Los Angeles and I'm driving to the Hollywood Hills sign. So I drove all through the hills. First, I went through it on like a tourist attraction on like a bus, and they showed all where all the houses were. It did. I rented a Lambo and drove back through it and was able to, haul a little ass through the hills and down the hills and get up on it a little bit. Get up on it, okay? So we're going to jump over to the press conference and check this out. And then, of course, we will discuss our thoughts and any information that is coming out rumors-wise from People Magazine. They got some stuff out where they're alleging that it was also Nick. How can your son of such famous producers and actors and photographers be homeless? I mean, he has to be, allegedly possibly on some drugs. And this is, he probably went to his family to get some money and they're probably like, no. And he may unalive these people, but yet it's still too early to say officially. We will know more, of course, tomorrow. But let me share the screen with you guys. Let's add this to the stage. Let's blow it up. Let's get right into it.
Responded to the 200 block of Chadbourne Avenue here in the city of Brentwood. Upon arrival, we determined that there were 2 deceased individuals in the residence. The Los Angeles Police Department is now conducting an investigation at this residence here on Chadbourne, and that investigation will continue over the coming days. We will not be releasing any information regarding who was found deceased in the residence because that will be done by the Los Angeles County Coroner's Office. So if there are any inquiries regarding the identity of the individuals that are deceased inside of the residence, that information will come from the LA County Coroner's Office. The current death investigation that is being conducted by the Los Angeles Police Department is going to be handled by the Homicide Special Section of Robbery Homicide Division of the Los Angeles Police Department. That investigation will move forward through the night, and tomorrow morning we will probably have additional information regarding what occurred here on Chadbourne and our investigation moving forward. We will not be releasing any further information regarding the investigation that is occurring here in Brentwood tonight. Our detectives will be responding along with our Forensic Science Division and our Technical Investigation Division investigators to conduct a full crime scene investigation and determine the appropriateness of the investigation moving forward. At this time, the Los Angeles Police Department is not seeking anyone as a suspect or as a person of interest or in any other manner, and we will not be doing that until we conduct our investigation and we move forward. That's all I have right now at this early preliminary stage of this investigation. If you have questions that I can answer, I will answer them. I would just ask you, please, if we do not have the ability to answer the questions, that you remain patient over the coming hours and over the coming days. Starting tomorrow morning, we will be responding and providing additional information as it becomes publicly available.
We're being told that a family
who actually made the call that brought fire department and police officers here, has that person known? Can you release who it was?
So we understand that the person
daughter
reporting was here at the location. We're not going to release any information regarding the identity.
The identity of the person that reported it was the daughter. The daughter found the bodies allegedly, and she reported it around 3:30 today. Well, Sunday.
That individual at this time.
We're being told that a family. We're being told that. Pardon me. We're being told that a family member is being interviewed in connection to these deaths. Can you confirm that? And is that family member being cooperative?
There are going to be many family members interviewed. I'm not going to confirm whether someone's being interviewed at this time or not. We're going to try to speak to every family member that we can to get to the.
Yes, they were allegedly stabbed to death. Both of them stabbed multiple times, and what they're calling something that was pretty brutal, as we know so far. And right now, a lot of people are suspecting the son Nick, that's been in and out of rehab, and apparently he was living on the streets homeless because people were saying tough love, right? Tough love. They cut him off, and maybe that was too much. People are alleging that the sister is saying Nick has done it, that he's being questioned. I've even heard that they have released Nick. So I'm not quite sure right now. A lot of stuff on this is still speculation, right? But what we do we do know that they are both deceased. They both have been stabbed to death. As of this time, all we know is the bodies were still in the home.
The facts of this investigation.
Chief, why are you not looking for a suspect?
I'm sorry.
Chief, why are you not exactly looking for a suspect? Are you confident you know who did this?
We have not identified a suspect at this time.
Well, then shouldn't you be looking for one so these neighbors aren't worried about their own lives and their own safety?
Yeah, so at this time, after we determine, so I need everyone to understand something. In order to comply with the legal process, before we do anything here, we have to get a search warrant because there are issues regarding standing at this residence. So as long as those legal requirements are met, we can continue the investigation. Now, when I tell you that we have not identified a suspect, it doesn't mean that we're not working the case. We will not identify a suspect until that person is identified as a suspect and we're legally seeking them if there is a crime to be reported and if that person is a suspect in that crime.
Has anyone been detained?
Hold on.
Alan,
Did that answer your question, sir?
No.
Okay,
Has anyone been detained yet for questioning? Are you questioning people now that could be possible suspects and or a person or persons of interest?
Specifically to your first question, no one has been detained. Specifically to your second question, no one is being interviewed.
What were the injuries? What were the injuries? We're being told that this was a stabbing.
Yeah, so we're not going to comment on the injuries at this time.
Now we're hearing different now than that. Different reports are coming out from different media outlets that are saying, yes, it was a stabbing. Yes, the son Nick is being interviewed. Okay. Now this is all alleged.
That information will be coming forward in the coming days as it's publicly releasable. If it is part of the investigation and it is not publicly releasable, we will not be releasing it.
Are your detectives inside the
Hold on. One at a time. Whoa. Hold on, one at a time. This gentleman is next.
Are your
Guys, if you're just tuning into the show, make sure you give it a like. Nick and Rob made the movie Being Charlie based on Nick's addiction. Yes, that's what I'm hearing. That is what I'm hearing, that it could have been a fight or something they got into over that movie and things went bad. Okay. But if you're just tuning in, Wikipedia now shows they were stabbed. Okay. Rob tried everything. Well, terrible situation that we're dealing with here tonight. All in the Family, yes. Stand By Me, a lot of good stuff. And now that reign of greatness is over, and it looks like if everybody is correct, the son will probably end up in prison for the rest of his life. We got 220 likes. We got almost 700 people in the room. Please take a second, like the video. It helps us in the algorithm, more people to see the video. And I can't hit the like button myself, so I need you guys to do that for me. And then once you do that, do me a favor and shout out in the chat room where you're watching from. But make sure you like the video first, please.
detectives inside the home right now? Are they getting access to the home right now as we speak?
We're waiting for the legal process to move forward. We have to obtain a search warrant for the residence. As soon as that is complied with, we will be conducting a full crime scene investigation on the interior and the exterior of the residence and the surrounding neighborhood.
Just to follow up, Deputy Chief, is there somebody from the family not allowing detectives inside the home right now?
That's inconsequential. We have to comply with the legal process. It doesn't matter whether the family allows us in or not.
Detective, what other...
Hold on, ma'am.
Have family members been notified? The victim's family members been notified?
Has the family been notified of what? That an incident occurred here?
That there were 2 victims?
I believe the family's aware.
In other words, why are you not releasing their names?
That's going to be the Los Angeles County Coroner that releases the information.
Chief, is this a homicide?
Ma'am, go ahead. Your question first.
Yes. Is this a homicide?
At this time, it's a death investigation. Again, until we get inside and we make a determination, we can't call it anything. So we're going to conduct that Hold on. We're going to conduct that investigation at the appropriate time. We will identify what kind of incident it is.
Okay, guys, sorry, I am back. We were having a little difficulty with my sound. My mixer has been messing up on me the last few days. So thank you for being patient. Thank you for hanging out. Give me 1 second and I will get this video pulled up if I can. Okay, give me a second. My computer's still loading. And as soon as I can pull this video back up, I will for you guys. Restore. All right, here we go. All right, let me share the screen now that I got everything back up and working. All right, we'll just go back over it.
3:40 this afternoon, Los Angeles police officers, along with the Los Angeles City Fire Department, responded to the 200 block of Chadbourne Avenue here in the city of Brentwood. Upon arrival, we determined that there were 2 deceased individuals in the residence.
We'll skip ahead a little bit
here on Chadbourne and our investigation moving forward. We will not be releasing any further information regarding the investigation that is occurring here in Brentwood tonight. Our detectives will be responding along with our Forensic Science Division and our Technical Investigation Division investigators to conduct a full crime scene investigation and determine the appropriateness of the investigation moving forward. At this time, the Los Angeles Police Department is not seeking anyone as a suspect or as a person of interest or in any other manner, and we will not be doing that until we conduct our investigation and we move forward. That's all I have right now at this early preliminary stage of this investigation. If you have questions that I can answer, I will answer them. I would just ask you, please, if we do not have the ability to answer the questions, that you remain patient over the coming hours and over the coming days. Starting tomorrow morning, we will be responding and providing additional information as it becomes publicly available.
We're being told that a family
who actually made the call that brought fire department and police officers here, has that person known? Can you release who it was?
So we understand that the person reporting was here at the location. We're not going to release any information regarding the identity of that individual at this time.
We're being told that a family. We're being told that. Pardon me. We're being told that a family member is being interviewed in connection to these deaths. Can you confirm that? And is that family member being cooperative?
There are going to be many family members interviewed. I'm not going to confirm whether someone's being interviewed at this time or not. We're going to try to speak to every family member that we can to get to the facts of this investigation.
Chief, why are you not looking for a suspect?
I'm sorry.
Chief, why are you not exactly looking for a suspect? Are you confident you know who did this?
We have not identified a suspect at this time.
Well, then shouldn't you be looking for one so these neighbors aren't worried about their own lives and their own safety?
Yeah, so at this time, after we determine, so I need everyone to understand something. In order to comply with the legal process, before we do anything here, we have to get a search warrant because there are issues regarding standing at this residence. So as long as those legal requirements are met, we can continue the investigation. Now, when I tell you that we have not identified a suspect, it doesn't mean that we're not working the case. We will not identify a suspect until that person is identified as a suspect and we're legally seeking them if there is a crime to be reported and if that person is a suspect in that crime.
Has anyone been detained?
Hold on.
Alan,
did that answer your question, sir?
No.
Okay,
has
He said no.
been detained yet for questioning? Are you questioning people now that could be possible suspects and or a person or persons of interest?
Specifically to your first question, no one has been detained. Specifically your second question, no one is being interviewed.
What were the injuries? What were the injuries? We're being told that this is a stabbing.
Yeah, so
sometimes, they don't immediately remove the bodies from the scene. Sometimes they wait till like there's less people outside, and sometimes they have to wait for forensic pathologists, different things, especially with this being so high profile of celebrity people and, of course, millionaires. They're going to make sure they do everything that they can to figure out what is going on.
We're not going to comment on the injuries at this time. That information will be coming forward in the coming days as it's publicly releasable. If it is part of the investigation and it is not publicly releasable, we will not be releasing.
Are your detectives inside the
Hold on. One at a time. Whoa. Hold on, one at a time. This gentleman is next.
Are your detectives inside the home right now? Are they getting access to the home right now as we speak?
We're waiting for the legal process to move forward. We have to obtain a search warrant for the residence. As soon as that is complied with, we will be conducting a full crime scene investigation of the interior and the exterior of the residence and the surrounding neighborhood.
Just to follow up, Deputy Chief, is there somebody from the family not allowing detectives inside the home right now?
That's inconsequential. We have to comply with the legal process. It doesn't matter whether the family allows us in or not.
Detective, what are the
Hold on, ma'am.
Have the family members been notified? The victim's family members been notified?
Has the family been notified of what? That an incident occurred here?
Well, we know now the daughter found them around 3:30 today. So the family is familiar. They know that they're dead. And of course, people are saying that Nick has been taken down to the police station and he's being questioned. Now, there's other people that came in here and said they've heard Nick's been released. I don't know. But they're not treating it like there's a mass murderer on the loose. So you would think they have some clue of what's going on and are just not saying it.
2 victims?
I believe the family's aware.
In other words, why are you not releasing their names? They're out there, Chief.
That's going to be the Los Angeles County coroner that releases the information.
Chief, is this a homicide?
Ma'am, go ahead. Your question first.
Yes. Is this a homicide?
At this time, it's a death investigation. Again, until we get inside and we make a determination, we can't call it anything. So we're going to conduct that Hold on. We're going to conduct that investigation at the appropriate time. We will identify what kind of incident it is, and if it's determined to be a crime, we will seek the suspect. We will bring them to justice, and we will take them into custody.
The mayor has confirmed it's the Reiners. The mayor has already confirmed it's the Reiners. Can you tell us any more?
I can't speak for the mayor, but I can speak for the Los Angeles Police Department. The Los Angeles County coroner will identify the decedents that are inside of the residence.
Detective,
And that will be...
Well, you know, their mayor there is horrible, right? The police are not trying to release anything. They're trying to keep it to the vest. But Karen Bass that lady does not need to be the mayor of a small town in the desert. Okay. She is just horrible.
Hold on. That will be the official notification and the official identification of the decedents inside of the residence.
under what circumstances were the bodies discovered?
I'm not going to address that.
Can you give us
Ma'am?
more details about needing the warrants and the family not letting you in? Can you just explain more?
Sure. There's a legal process whenever you're going to conduct an investigation at a crime scene in the state of California. There are certain requirements that you have to meet in order to conduct a thorough investigation. So you don't want to start a crime scene investigation and then have someone say, I need you guys to leave the residence right now.
Well, and another thing is, say you go into a house and there's locked rooms or things you don't have access to. If you acquire a warrant, you can go in any area of the home. Say the family lets you in, but then you go in the other room and you find 15 kilos of Colombian Bam Bam. And then it's inadmissible in court because you didn't have a search warrant when you went into the residence. So that's the reason they're acquiring the search warrants. And that's probably the reason why they haven't moved the bodies as of yet.
We're going to, hold on, you asked the question, I'm going to answer. Okay. So we have to comply with the legal process. Once the warrant is signed and delivered, we will have access to the crime scene. We will conduct a full, thorough, impartial investigation. We will conduct additional investigations in the neighborhood around this area. And then with that information, we will go forward with the investigation, whether it is a death investigation or some other type of investigation.
Besides robbing his wife, were there other people?
And I do want to be clear. Hold on. I want to be clear with one thing. Wherever we can be transparent and provide information to the public, we will release it as soon as we can.
It's been said.
Is there an understanding about when the decedent?
Okay. The sound on this is absolutely terrible, but we do know it's Rob Reiner and his wife. It was reported around 3:30 today. The daughter found the bodies. Okay, they're right now, I guess, they're acquiring search warrants, but they're in the house. They already know, but they're getting search warrants so they can search the entire house. Now we know usually these rich and powerful people, they may have something in the house that, they don't want the public to know about, or they might not. It may not be anything. It may be harmless, but when you're dealing with people that are high profile like this, you know, they're just dotting their I's, crossing their T's. How terrible for the daughter. Absolutely. And if this is something that was done by the son, man, that's even worse, because then you got, you know, the son in prison, the daughter, you know, horrible, you know. I mean, she's probably going to inherit millions and millions of dollars, but nobody wants to lose their parents. You know, nobody's life's worth. I'd rather have my mom right now than $1 million.
May have passed.
Yep. No. That's going to be determined by the coroner. The coroner's not here.
It's been about 6 hours since the first report. Why is it taking so long to gain access to start this investigation?
Well,
I don't understand.
Well, it's been 6 hours since police were first called to the scene. Why is it taking
just to
so
be
long
clear,
for this
just to
investigation
be clear,
start?
there's an initial investigation when the patrol officers arrive. When they make a determination that detectives are needed, they will back out. We will conduct a sweep of the area to make sure that it's safe, and then we will comply with the legal process, and then we move forward. I'm not giving you the exact timeline on that, but I'm telling you that it's moving forward. Pete, you had another question.
Yes, a twofold question. One, how soon do we anticipate getting a warrant where you're able to search the entire property, interior and exterior? Second, do we have an ETA on the coroner's arrival? And once they arrive and make an initial determination, will they be able to give you identification that you can then release?
Okay, their sound is terribly bad. This video is breaking up so bad. But basically, they don't want to give up anything, right? But we heard the mayor leaked that it was Rob Reiner, his wife. There's been sources saying they were stabbed multiple times in what looks like a horrific crime scene. The daughter, of course, found him around 3:30. People are alleging that Nick, the son, is responsible for that. There is some stuff. There is an article. Give me 1 second. I will try to get that pulled up for you guys that we could take a little look at real quick. Where they're blaming the son. Okay. Right here. I'll pull this up on the screen. And this is an exclusive. Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle were killed by their son. Exclusive sources say. All right. Rob Reiner and his wife, singer Reiner, were found dead in their Los Angeles home Sunday, December 14th. Authorities responding to a medical aid call around 3:30 p.m. discovered their bodies. Multiple sources tell people that the killer was the couple's son, Nick. Nick Reiner previously spoke publicly about his ongoing battle with drugs addiction and periods of homelessness. Okay. Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle, were killed by their son, Nick, according to multiple sources who have spoke with family members. Okay, well, let me close that. Let's see. Where was I at? Multiple sources who have spoke with family members. Police have not yet confirmed the account. On Sunday, December 14th at about 3:30 p.m. in Los Angeles Fire Department, LAFD was called to the home to provide medical aid. The LAFD told people upon arrival they found a man 78 and a woman 68 dead. Sources confirmed the victims were Rob and Michelle. Police say Nick, 32, is alive and being questioned. No arrests have been made. Rob is director, producer, and actor whose careers included some of Hollywood's most beloved films. From his 1984 directorial debut, This is Spinal Tap, to Stand By Me, which is a great movie, Stand By Me. The Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally, 1990's Misery, and he also directed 1992 A Few Good Men. He first became famous with his role as Mike on the Norman Lear TV sitcom All in the Family. Rob was born in Brooklyn, New York in 1947. His father was a legendary comedian, Carl Reiner, and his mother was an actress and singer. Rob and Michelle met when Rob directed When Harry Met Sally, and the couple married in 1989 before having 3 kids. Okay, previous Rob was married to Penny Marshall, who died in 2018 at the age of 75 of complications from diabetes. want to keep up with the latest crime coverage, subscribe to Dolly Vision. Okay. So this is coming out of People magazine, blaming, of course, the son, Nick. Now, we have no way, of course, to confirm that right as of now. Okay. So they are having another press conference in the morning on this case. And, we'll continue to cover what is going on in this case. But I will do this. I will pull up the call-in number. You guys can give a call into the show. Tell me what you think. Is Nick the killer? Or are people just jumping the gun and speculation running wild? Wait a minute. Hold on. I clicked on the wrong thing. Okay. All right. Let me get the phone lines open. Okay. Phone lines are now open. Did I get the call-in number on the screen? Call-in number is on the screen. It rang once and then whoever it was hung up. So let's see what the chat is saying. Okay, someone. Dolly.
Hey, Dolly.
Hello.
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 Can you hear me? It's Rose from Virginia.
You're breaking up pretty bad.
Well, I don't understand that at all.
Okay, I don't know what's going on. It could be my internet, could be your internet. I'm not quite sure.
You sound fine on my end.
Well, you're breaking up really bad here. So, hey, Rose.
Hey, I'd like to chime in. I wrote in the chat a few times. This was a personal killing. They always say with the knife, like stabbing like that, that's deep. That's personal. That's coming from the heart, for lack of a better word.
Okay. Does she sound fine to you guys out there? Because I can't make out nothing she's saying. It's breaking up.
Well, the chat's saying I sound fine. I hear it good. She's clear for me.
Oh,
we can hear her.
I can hear you off and on, but then it starts to get all choppy.
Well, is that because I get on your nerves?
I mean, if you sound fine out there, Dim, I think I can make it out. Okay, what did you want to say? You think this is personal, Rose?
Very personal. Let me tell you something, Jimmy. Dolly with the beard. Oh, you did cut it off. Good. But I was going to ask you, are you going to grow that beard till Christmas? But I can see now on TV you
Rose,
cut it off.
Okay.
Anyway.
You have to try calling back, Rose. I can't make out nothing she's saying, guys. I don't know why my headphones are breaking up so bad like that, but I'm scared to touch anything because we will lose sound. You can hear her just fine. Well, it's like a skipping record for me in my headphones. Like, I don't know what's going on. Maybe I can bring her up through StreamYard or some other way, but that sounded terrible. Absolutely terrible. So I don't know how that's going to work out. Okay. I don't know how the phone calls are going to work out. Maybe we'll give it a minute. My internet just needs to catch up. I have been, like I said, having problems with my mixer, and I think it's time that I get a new one. So I may have to do that. But like I said, what we know right now is, from my understanding, the bodies haven't even been removed from the home. Okay. So People magazine, they're rumoring that Nick is responsible for the deaths of his parents, but we're getting mixed things about that. Some people say that they've questioned them and they released them. The movie Misery was brilliant. I believe Rob directed the movie. Misery was good. I really enjoyed that movie. It's pretty creepy that, that, what do they call it? The hobbling, where she took the sledgehammer and she hit him in the legs, the feet, and broke his ankles. That way he couldn't run away. That was absolutely pretty brutal. Are the lines still open? Yes, but we're having problems with that, Nick. You're more than welcome to try to call in and see if it don't break up. But Rose just called in and it was breaking up really horrible. But I made out a little bit of what she said. She believes this is personal. Usually, stabbings are. and it's more likely that you're going to be killed by somebody that loves you or somebody that you know than a complete stranger. So it is possible that the son that's been going through, you know, drug problems and the tough love situation might be your headphones, Dolly. Being everyone could hear both of y'all clear as day. Well, let me try this. I will try to switch my headphones. What I think it is my mixer. And if I go messing with this mixer, it may turn off my sound. So give me a second. Be patient. Okay, can y'all hear me? I can't hear nothing with these headphones on. Yeah, it's breaking up real bad. It's breaking up real bad. I hear the phone ringing, but it's like it's choppy. The phone ringing is even choppy. Dolly.
Dolly? Hello? Dolly?
Okay, I hear you. Is that you, Rose?
Yes.
I don't know what's going on with the phone lines, Rose.
Well, everybody hears me fine except you.
I would have to reset everything. If you give me a minute, I can reset everything, and y'all guys, we can keep the phone lines open. But right now, I can't hear anything.
Okay, I'm sorry.
All right, call back in a minute, Rose. All right, guys, I'm going to reset my computer. That's the only thing I can think of that will fix it. Give me 1 second. It may take less than a minute. All right. Okay, let's try this one more time. Let me share the screen. Let's see if everything works this time. Now the phone line should work. All right, y'all can try calling back now. Sorry about that. Like I said, I'm in the market for a new mixer. Can y'all hear me okay? Give me a thumbs up. You like Kathy Bates and fried green tomatoes. Okay, now it's working. All right, Rose.
Hey, Dolly.
Oh, this ain't Rose. Hey, what's up?
It's Chief.
What's up, Chief?
Nothing.
Okay.
Just checking the phone line now for you. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you perfectly fine. Everything's working great.
Cool. Gotcha, bro.
All right, peace.
Yeah, this is crazy, man.
Oh,
I
okay.
can't believe Meathead's done.
Yeah. I don't know him as Meathead, but it's so hard for me to remember the Archie Bunker show. That's been like 7 years since I watched it.
Oh yeah, but I grew up watching All in the Family at my grandparents' house. Yeah,
I remember
Archie
the Jeffersons coming from Archie Bunker.
Yep.
You know,
yep.
moving on up to the east side, but I don't remember which dude Meathead was.
Meathead Mike. That's what Archie referred to Mike as Meathead.
Oh, okay. I still can't pick. I would have to go back and watch a little bit of it to remember the son-in-law. People are saying, okay.
Yeah. He would call him Meathead on the show and stuff, and the Jeffersons was a spinoff.
Well, I mean, that show would have got canceled if it was today. It could have never happened in today.
Oh no, hell no!
It had so many racism.
Oh yeah,
that it was like, it would never. It would be cancel culture would kill it today.
Yep. Hey, also, well, you said the Jeffersons was a spin-off of it, as well as I just lost what I was gonna say. Damn. Yeah, those were all good shows. I mean, you had to see the humor behind it, but you're right. Today's society, that would have went off the deep end on this.
Yeah. Okay, Chief. I appreciate you calling in.
You too.
All right, peace.
Late.
Okay, well, everything's working now. I could not make out Rose to save my life when she was calling, but I had to reset my my mixer and everything, and it's just been like terrible lately. Like if you move the wrong way, the cord pulls it, and then the mixer goes out. Dolly.
Hey, Dolly.
Hey.
It's Rose. You still having trouble with that mixer?
No, I can hear you. I know what I need for Christmas.
It's like
a new mixer.
Once in a while, when I do finally call in and chime in, your mixer gets all flustered.
Yeah, I don't.
I got to
It knew it was.
I got to reset. It's that fucking Rose from Virginia,
Yeah. Well, it's been doing it. It's been doing it for a while now, Rose. So it ain't just you. I've been knowing I need to replace it, and I've just been trying to suck the last bit of life out of it that I can't.
Hey, I understand that. I've got a son that's about to suck the last life out of me, and the reason I'm saying that is to get back on topic about this Rob Reiner thing. And the first time I called in and you didn't even get it, the crowd got it, the people, the chats. I said it was heartfelt. This is stabbing. This is close to the womb, that kind of killing, I think. Just like it was with Oberger. Like he had something he thought in his head that, whatever. But I do, like, how you pick up on those red flags, like before the story was even out, the Emmanuel Haro case, you said right away, oh my God, that's a red flag. And it was, right? I feel red flags in this story because if those parents disowned that son because he had a disease, an addiction of some sort.
Well, addiction.
Wait a minute. Let me finish.
Okay.
From my perspective, as a mother, I would turn over every stone, especially if I had the money to help my son with this disease. But see, the problem
is a disease, Rose. Being a drug addict is not a disease. Herpes, AIDS is a disease. Being a drug addict is not a disease.
It is. There are people that have addictions.
It's an addiction. Addiction is not a disease.
Well, then I guess we're reading, the same answer from two different angles, because there is a thing as a person has, you know, whether it's eating too much or drinking too much, there is those addictions. And I think that son had that. And I think he was thrown out of the house many times because of that. Because when you're on that, you make poor choices.
Yeah.
And he's probably hurt his family so many times that they didn't want to have anything else. They just were at their wits' end, you know. And I think the son did it.
I agree. I think the son possibly at this point, with what is being said and what's going on in their family, I think it's highly that a stranger broke in their house and did this at 3 o'clock in the daytime and stabbed these people to death so personally for whatever reason it may be. You know, right now they're saying robbery is investigating it, but it's definitely a homicide. So people are saying alcoholism is a disease. People say that.
It is.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, when you quit drinking, do you cure the disease?
Okay, that's a really good question. If I quit drinking,
I'm addicted to sugar. Do I have a disease?
That's another really good question.
I'm 3 days clean on sober, so now I'm disease free. Is that how that goes?
No, that is not how that goes. It is not how that goes.
I agree with you. It's an addiction. It's a mental thing. But far as a disease, that's not fair to people that really have diseases. You know?
Well, see, now you're classifying what's a real disease and what's a psychological disease. Okay, big difference. Now, are you really wanting to get into this with me, Jimmy?
No.
I just called about the Rob Reiner thing here. Okay.
Okay, go ahead. I'm just saying that you don't have a disease.
I mean, the first time I called in, you acted like you couldn't make out what I was saying and shit. And now I'm talking real sense, and you're messing with me, Jimmy. You're messing with me.
I'm just celebrating my 3 days of sugar-free sobriety.
Well, I praise you, and I want to praise you for one more thing, if I may. It is Christmas. You got to praise people. I'm getting on the train of the blessed, move around more, do a little exercise, cut a little of this out and cut a little of that out, and get healthy, people.
Okay. All right, Rose.
That's what you've been preaching, a little bit lately.
Absolutely.
And it's really, really inspired me.
Okay.
Really inspired me.
Well,
and
great.
also, thank you for all the gifts you're sending out.
I'll be curing diseases around here, Rose.
Well, I need.
We'll get you to stop drinking.
What?
We're going to get you to stop drinking. You hang out here long enough. We're going to get you to stop drinking.
Oh, dear Lord.
Bye,
that
Rose.
Would be, I might have to unsubscribe now later.
Yeah, all right. That's probably the only reason you can put up with me. That's probably the only reason you can put up with me. Rose does a little bit of sipping and tipping. Rose, do you have a disease? You know what I'm saying? Dolly can cure you. It's called stop drinking. Stop doing it, right? Like, you know, there's things I'm addicted to. Some people are addicted to coffee. Some people are addicted to smoking. Some people, my thing is the hardest thing for me has been sugar, right? And some people say, hey, I didn't know I had a disease in this whole time. You know what I'm saying? I've been battling this disease that I got that is sweets and soda. Okay. Soda, Coca-Cola is the culprit, right? Now, listen, it is maybe a psychological disease. You could classify it as that. I know people do, but I don't look at drugs and alcohol. And me, myself, personally. Unknown caller. Dolly.
Hey.
Hey.
You even know who it is.
Yes, Lisa. What's up, Lisa?
How'd you know? I haven't talked to you, God, in months and months and months.
I know everybody. I'm a genius. You know what I'm saying? I've cured some of my addictions, and now I don't have diseases anymore.
You so goofy. Today, you're a genius, huh? You're a trip.
Yeah.
You are a trip.
I play one on YouTube anyway.
You play one on YouTube? You goofball. But no, I'm going to weigh in on this.
Okay, let's do it.
I just have to, because I just, you know what? I just switched friggin' internet to stupid T-Mobile, okay, because I can't get offending where I'm at, where you're at, well, when I was in Chesterfield. And I'm getting your news channel and Newport News and out your way and can't even get mine. It makes no sense.
Oh, that's crazy.
I know it's crazy, stupid, crazy internet. But anyway, my daughter has Crohn's disease, okay? That's a disease. That's a disease. Alcohol and drugs, that is not a disease. You make a choice to put it in your mouth. You make a choice to put that crap in your body, straight up.
Yeah. That's how I feel about it, too. I can understand it. It can be a mental battle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And,
but you do it to yourself.
Yeah, it's addictive. And once you're addicted, you're addicted. I mean, it is.
Exactly.
I don't knock addiction because I know addiction is real. Like
no, I had a
brother-in-law.
No, I know.
You know, I'm battling sugar while some people are battling the big H and, you know, real hard drugs. But it's all mental in all of it, no matter what it is. If you drink coffee or if you drink tea or if you know, people say caffeine is. I think caffeine and sugar together is the hardest thing to kick that
I know it is.
I've ever had to kick. Like giving up soda is like, you know, it'd be calling me like, you know, like Pookie in New Jack City. It's like, you know, you want to take a sip, right? And I'm just like,
well, it's a withdrawal. Your body's so used to getting it. It requires needs that sugar, and I know I can't.
On day 2, I had the real bad sugar headaches. Like when you try to stop sugar, you get them real bad headaches. And yesterday was like that. I had real bad headaches all day. But today the headaches are gone. And I figure, hey, I'm uphill. You know, it's downhill from here. As long as I can have the willpower to say, hey, don't do it. Don't do it. Drink water. And I've been doing that.
Well, holiday time is hard to get sugars. You get Thanksgiving, you get Christmas, you get all these sweets.
I know. Well, PJ said, you know, because my New Year's resolution is to give up some of that stuff, some of the bread and a lot of the sugar and try to lose some weight and be more active, exercise a little bit. And she's like, why don't you just wait till you start after the holidays? I mean, there's no better time than now. If you're going to do it, do it. You can sit around and talk about it. You could have done lost 10 pounds in that week you talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the first week right there. Like, if you can get through the hard part of the holidays, the rest of the time it's going to be easy, you know, when you ain't around all the good food and soda and, you know, so I think do it when it's the hardest. And if you can get past that, the rest of it's a piece of cake.
So you're not drinking any soda at all?
No. 3 days.
See, I thought you did that a while back when you had
and I relapsed. Okay. I should have went to meetings. You know what I'm saying?
You crazy, Nick. You're so crazy. Well, it's hard though.
It is hard. I think it's harder than anything because, you know, I don't drink now.
I know it.
I don't eat fried foods. I've been trying to live a better life, and I think the hardest thing is honestly my battle is with sugar and caffeine.
Well, I know that's my battle. But I can't give it up. I'm sorry, I ain't got your willpower. I can't do it. I'm older and I'm a female and I gotta have my sugar. Do what?
I said you got a disease.
Yeah, I got a sugar disease. That's all right. No, that's not a disease either. It's my stupid choice. But I gotta have it. It's just something I require.
So what do you think of this man and his wife being stabbed to death tonight, Lisa?
You mean meathead?
Meathead, if that's what y'all want to call him, Rob.
Yeah, I just remember that growing up. I mean, because I'm 62, and I just remember I loved Archie Bunker. He was a trip. I swear, he was crazy. What do I think about it? Be perfectly honest, I think the whole world's gone cuckoo right now. Everybody's killing everybody. It's just every day it's something. But I don't know if the son did it allegedly. Okay, the boy had drug issues. He's been had issues since he was in his teens.
Yeah, and why would you be that rich and not have security?
Thank you.
You know, like you let me get $1 million, and this dude's probably worth close to $1 billion. And if I had $1 billion, I'm going to have security with me. You know,
that's what I'm saying. I don't get it. So it had to be a family member that was allowed to whatever or whoever to be there, whatever. But they also said that he had relatives. There was people from his family that live across the street, too.
Yeah, the sister, the daughter.
How can nobody not see anything going on?
Well, I mean, they live in a mansion. You know how big a damn mansion is? It's big. You see his house? It is humongous.
Yeah, but I'm just saying why if whoever the person was doing it to one person, why didn't they run and scream? I'd be booking my blank across the street.
As big as a football stadium. I mean,
I don't care. If somebody's stabbing me, I'm going to do something.
It looks like the damn Taj Mahal. It's huge. It's massive, sprawling. Like, I mean, just, I wish I had some money like that.
Well, then he needed a freaking bodyguard.
Yeah, I mean, I would think, yeah, when you're that rich, you need a 24-hour.
Yeah, you have something around your freaking. I don't get it.
Because if not, if it's not the son, then it was basically a robbery gone bad.
Well, how is like you said, all that money? How would they get in his house?
Okay, people are saying his net worth is $200 million. That is a lot of millions. Okay, that's a lot of millions. You know how much my net worth is?
Saying, if it was a random person, how'd they get in his house?
I mean, I don't know. Jump the fence, bust a window. I mean, people can get onto your properties. I mean, I'm sure they have motion sensor security.
All right, have your daggone rock walls out in the damn yard, dude. Have something.
I mean, I don't know, because maybe they've lived in such a nice neighborhood and nothing's ever happened before. And a lot of people think because you live in a nice neighborhood that there's not crime.
That don't mean dilly squat.
I mean, I know that. You know,
you got them left and right. Gated communities everywhere. I don't know. I'm just saying, people. I don't know. Maybe they. I mean, who had something to gain? What, they were robbing his house if it was a random person?
Okay, let me ask the chat. Is Lisa breaking up for you guys? Because now my headphones are breaking up again.
You need a new pair of headphones for Christmas.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, it's breaking up terribly bad for me again. And I bet you I can hear her fine. That's weird. Yeah, Lisa, I got to wrap it up because my phone, my headphones
all right, well, a new pair of headphones for Christmas.
Okay. All right, you be good.
Peace. Bye.
All right, peace. All right, guys. We are not going to be able to take phone calls tonight. I mean, I would have to constantly keep resetting everything, and I don't think that's going to happen tonight. I just don't. So, I'm going to have to start looking into new mixers. Let me see what, mixers. Next caller. Can't next caller. I mean, the headphones are sucking. The headphones work. It's the mixer. It's the mixer that's doing it. And the mixer works for a while and then it don't work. And let me see if there's an update that needs to be updated on this thing. System. Let's see. Software update. Let me click on that. Checking for updates. Device is up to date. Okay, well then it is the worst device ever. Third party global settings. I mean, I don't know what to do with it. I'm going to need a new mixer. It's pretty self-explanatory. Let me look and see what I mean, it ain't like this is like great, but I'm just going to look at I mean, the digital ones, they're pretty damn expensive. That's why I haven't got a new one. And I don't know how good a cheap one would work. Free delivery today by 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Okay, that's like a cheapo though. I wonder if it'll work good enough for me to stream on. All right, let's see. I'm just looking at mixers, guys. Like the one I got is like, I don't know. I think this one was like 500, but it ain't working worth a shit. And I'm thinking, will $100 mixer actually work? Well, 150. Or am I just wasting my money by getting it? And then it's going to suck really bad. Let's see. Let me search podcast mixer. I know it's cheap because it comes with a mic. All righty. Here's one for like $69. That shit looks so cheap. Here's one for. I mean, I just don't know if that'll work. I mean, I could try it, and if it don't work, take it back. Okay, hold on, guys. I'm gonna buy this piece of junk and see if it'll just work good enough for me to use. All right. And if not, I'll return it. What? Okay. Bam. All right. That way I can't be like, I'll get a good one. That one I'll just use to see if it works. If it don't work, then I'll take it back. Because when you buy stuff off of Amazon, you can take it back to Kohl's. Can't you try a pawn shop? No, I just bought a real cheap ass one. Now I don't know how good it's going to work, but it can't work no worse than what this one is. You know what I'm saying? This one's broke. It can't work no worse than broke. I love All in the Family back in the day. That show wouldn't be allowed as a new sitcom in today's society. Name brands don't always. Yeah, I know. I just bought a cheapo mixer that I can plug my mic into. If it works, then I'll be amazed. Like, you know, if it's decent, I'll be absolutely amazed. But it never hurts to try, you know. So I hear you, but I can't answer you guys. I can't answer, so I'm gonna cut the phone lines off. Y'all can try to come up here as in the StreamYard if you want and see if it'll work like that. And you don't have to show yourself. You have to show me yourself in the backstage. That's the StreamYard link. But then once I see you, you can turn your picture off like this and don't have to show your video. So let me keep searching. I hope I got a decent one. It was cheap. It was only like $50, $60. All right, somebody just jumped in the backstage. All right, Shauna. All right, you can you can put your thumbnail up. I see you. Go to your thumbnail. All right, she don't know how to go to her thumbnail. Shauna, do you want to go to your thumbnail? You just want me to give me a thumbs up if you just want me to pull you up. Okay.
I gotta shut my camera off.
Hey, Shauna.
Hey, am I on camera?
Yeah.
Crap, hold on.
I can hide you.
Yeah, hide me, please. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now. Everybody's gonna see, but you're breaking up real bad here too. It's my mixer's messed up.
Oh crap. Okay, well. And it's echoing too. Crap.
I mean, I would have to go jump on my laptop or something, but it's
no,
terrible.
Don't
here.
do all that. No, don't do all that. I was just
I can't even hear you, Shauna.
Oh my God. Crap.
Okay, I heard nothing you said. I know the chat can hear you, but I can't hear you.
Okay, I'm saying goodbye. Bye.
All right, bye. Okay, guys. Like I said, I got another mixer coming tomorrow, but at 5. This one is done. It's about time because every time I move, it breaks up and ain't worth a shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what to say about it. I could go jump on my laptop and we could take, have people come up. But right now, this ain't working. And I'm going through and looking at mixers, and I mean, basically all it has to do is plug in and work. Right. I don't need nothing special. I don't use no effects or anything on my voice or anything like that. You get the natural redneck. So hopefully what they send me will actually work decent. But if not, then I'll buy me something else and use that until it gets here, and then I'll take it back to Kohl's. See, I probably should have got this one. This one looks a little bit better. Podcast equipment bundle, 3.5 cordless mic. See, that's what I need. I probably should have got that. That's 119. That's cheap, but the one I got, let's see how much it costs. I got the good one. Let me see what a new one costs. All right. Do they even have it up here? Okay. They got the same one I got for 200. Hey, I could swear I paid like 500 when I bought it. But it might be a little dated now. So okay. I probably should have got something a little bit better. But then again, if it works, and I don't have to spend a bunch of money, would be great too. Let me see what that one I got with it. So this is what I need. I need this Rogue right here. The Rogue Caster. That thing is $600. Because I've had cheap mixers before, and they just never work right. They just always suck. All right, let me see. But this one here is cheap, but it says it'll be here by 5 o'clock today. That's the only reason I got it. I was like, okay, if it can be here by 5 o'clock today, and I can use it until I get a new one, then I'm good to go. Let's see what it says. It actually comes with 2 microphones, so I know it's a piece of shit. Because my microphone alone is $400, right? This one that I use right here. So I know if it comes with 2 microphones, how cheap it actually has to be, right? But if it can last a day, right? But I'll use my microphone with it. If it lasts, see, I don't even think these microphones are the right type of microphones. Upgrade podcast equipment for 2 podcast microphones, bundle equipment, 2 podcast microphones, Lily Design, V8 sound card, the studio equipment, integrate audio interface, operate panel, offers rich functional multi controls, excellent sound quality. Okay, right. For fucking $60, I don't think so. The record equipment has been designed with the latest professional sound chipset, podcast microphones, use the metal material so your recordings will be crystal clear. Okay, yeah, I doubt that. Rich sound effects and 4 voice changer. Okay. Pay attention. Please change the podcast microphone bundle after you get it. What? It's chargeable. Okay, yeah, this is gonna suck. Let me read the reviews. If it has any. Hold on. this shit better have a power plug. Okay, this don't have one place I can plug my mic in. You got to be shitting me. Computer charge and connection. Okay. All right. That's how my other one. Okay. It charges, but there is no XLR jack on this whole damn thing. Oh, but it comes with cords from XLR to. Okay. All right. No wonder it don't have XLR jacks. All right. Looks like the cheapest shit ever. All right. That probably was a good waste of money. I probably should have went with this one. And this one would arrive today. I wonder if I can cancel it. This one looks a little better. It's the same thing. You don't have an XLR jack. What is with computers not having? What all these just not having XLR jacks? Let me see. Return orders. I wonder if I can cancel it. View or edit order. All right. Let's see. Can I cancel items? Request cancellation. Oh, okay. Oh, I got to click on it. Let me see if I can cancel it. Canceled. Okay. All right, that's canceled. Now let me go in here and get something that'll work for me. A little bit better than that. That was just too cheap. All right, that just looked like it would do very good. All right, let's try this one. Uh, I don't know. This don't look that great either. Um, Let me go. All right, this is the only thing that here today because I hate to mess my show up this week. So we're gonna go with this one. And it may work okay. It may suck. Who knows? Add to cart. All right. There we go. That one just looks like it'll work a little bit better. Yeah, it's very cold. You still there? Yeah, I'm still here. I was looking at another screen. I was on Amazon trying to find something that would work under $100. You know what I'm saying? My money kind of tight until I can get something else. And then I'll wait and take it back if it sucks. And I have to get me another the Rodecaster's $500, but I don't got $500 to spend on a damn mixer right now. So it is what it is. But I'm gonna get ready to get out of here so I can't take phone calls or anything. You guys be good, stay blessed. I'll see y'all tomorrow. That mixer says it'll be here between 5 and 10 o'clock tomorrow. So as soon as I hook that up and I can operate, because I noticed the video sounds are breaking up. The audio when you call in's breaking up. The damn StreamYard stuff is breaking up. And every time I move, my sound cuts off, and I'm just getting over it. So I will see you guys tomorrow. All right, Daddy loves you. Peace. Well, today.